Thompson. Thanks for joining us. It is an incredible ballet tradition. The Nashville Ballet and a youth cast of more than 150 dancers bring to life the tale of Clara and her magical Nutcracker doll. With exciting new visual elements and the return of a critically acclaimed dancer and actor, get ready for an entertaining Christmas production. Great for the whole family. We'll have all the details on Nashville's Nutcracker just minutes away. Then losing weight, the latest trends where people are dropping the pounds using the internet. We'll tell you about a website where you put money on the line to reach your goals, and a virtual forum where you can track everything you eat in a place where everyone can see it. Talk about some peer pressure, all the details coming up. Plus, how you can help brighten the holidays for hundreds of Middle Tennesseans this year. Details on the great need and how you can get involved. And stopping the pain for good. Details on how one woman was able to get rid of her severe back pain without surgery or medication. We'll have all the details coming up. All right, for many families, going to see the Nutcracker is a tradition at Christmas time, and the Nashville Ballet's performance of the classic is even more special because it has a Tennessee theme. And this year, the ballet is celebrating its 25th anniversary. Here to tell us about some new special editions this year, we have Sharyn Mahoney, Director of Artistic Operations from the Nashville Ballet. Sharyn, welcome to More Midday.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
So great to see you. All right, so what is so special about this production of the Nutcracker?
What I think is so unique about our production of Nutcracker is that it is set here with Tennessee's history in mind. Each community does their own version of Nutcracker, even though the classical elements are still there, especially in the second act. It's very important that it becomes unique to each city, and this truly is Nashville's Nutcracker. Clara begins the journey at the Centennial Exposition, which happened here in Nashville, where her Uncle Drosselmeyer, who's very magical, takes her and shows her all the different countries and all the guests from Spain and Persia, and they later become parts of her dream in the second act when they become the Spanish dance and the Arabian dance.
How incredible. And by the way, this is set back in the late 1800s.
Yes, absolutely. And there's elements of, there's a skating scene that is sort of reminiscent of Shelby Bottom's Park.
Really?
When I believe years ago it used to snow quite often here in Nashville. So, and then the parlor scene is like the Belmead Mansion, and so there's a lot of really neat, unique elements that are truly Nashville.
Let's talk about the dancers. How many are involved in this production? Because I know there's over 100-something
youth cast,
right?
From the ages of 8 up until probably about 15 or so. There's members of School of Nashville Ballet and then dancers from the community that make up our youth cast, and there's about 150 of them. Not in every performance, thank goodness we trade them in and out so they can come and go. And there's also our main company, which this is our professional company. They work Monday through Friday, 9 to 6. This is their professional job, and there's about 20 of them. And then we have an additional second company, which is sort of almost like a AAA team in baseball, where they are 18 to 22 years old, and they're sort of finalizing their training, getting ready to get that first professional contract.
Oh my goodness. All right, well, we're going to talk about how you actually put this all together in a second, but we've got in our other studio, we're going to take a shot, and it is, tell us about this particular costume that is so gorgeous, and it's not on the cheap side.
No, definitely not.
$1,000 a piece, so tell us about this one.
This costume is the Sugar Plum Fairies tutu. It's a classical tutu. It's handmade. It's $5,500, and we actually have 2 of them within the production. It's important to have 2 because we have different dancers who rotate in and out of the roles.
A lot of people may not realize that. So for your key lead roles, you have Clara and her brother Fritz, and they're alternating.
They do. The youth cast alternates, and then also our main company roles of like Sugar Plum and the Cavalier, the Nutcracker Prince, they all alternate also.
Oh, and I think we've got some video maybe of the dress, and maybe we'll take a look at that.
There it is, yes.
Gorgeous. Wow.
Sugar Plum and Cavalier. It's really stunning on stage. It's truly amazing.
Gorgeous. Let's talk about the production. How do you produce a show that's this large? Any tricks? I mean, what really is going on behind the scenes?
The interesting thing is, for us, with rehearsals, and it's kind of a well-oiled machine because we always start with our performance dates and work our way backwards. Where do we need to be at what point? The youth cast will rehearse by themselves for a long time, then they'll come in with the company, which we just started doing. You know, today is the first time that we'll go from party scene to battle scene with the youth cast right away, and they're combined, which is always a really fantastic part, because when the little kids come in with the company members, which they call the big dancers, are we dancing with the big dancers today? And they just, the way they watch the company, and the company claps for the things that the little kids do that they've been working so hard on.
And this is an incredible experience for all these young dancers.
It truly is. Just to be in the room with a professional company when you're a young dancer training yourself, it's just sort of like puts that goal in sight.
So we want to mention too, because this is the actual Nutcracker.
It is, yes, it is.
Right?
Absolutely,
Is this
for
what's
the
used in the
production.
show?
Yeah, absolutely.
How beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm just curious, have you all ever had any kind of crazy instances where there's been some sort of mishap and you just have to cover it up?
Yes, absolutely. And we try to teach the children little fixes and little pickups and things, because the idea is that the audience should never know if something's going on or if something's not quite, you know, what we had practiced. And, you know, it happens in so many layers. When we put a production like this together, this is truly equivalent to a Broadway show with the sets and the costumes. So for Nashville, they can be so proud to have right here in the community the caliber of a Broadway production in their Nutcracker. You know, the sets, the costumes, the rehearsals, the seriousness of the children working with the symphony. So it's really exciting.
Folks, certainly check it out. It is a grand production, certainly.
Yeah.
And by the way, she's the one who cracks the whip. She's like counting all the dancers because she is so incredibly talented herself. It is such a pleasure.
It's great to meet you.
Thank you for coming by today. All right, here's all the info. Again, the Nashville Ballet's performance of the Nutcracker will run out of TPAC. Now, here are the dates. December 10th through the 19th. I believe there are 8 shows, right? And this includes 2 weekends. Hey, tickets are available through the TPAC box office. You can reserve yours by calling 782-4040 or log on to the More Midday section of WSMV.com. Now, the Nashville Ballet is located at 3630 Redmond Street, right here in Nashville, and you can reach them by calling 615-297-2966. All right, coming up, how you can help put a smile on the face of hundreds of Middle Tennesseans who may be struggling this holiday season. Plus, now some people are turning to online peer pressure, even financial penalties, to stick on track, to stay on track with their diet.